just want to be seen with you. See? This is my granddaughter.
Want to say something, Camille? This is your chance.
Go ahead.
It's your chance.
Now you can't think of what to say.
Tell us about all those boys who were trying to kiss you at school.
The boys' names who were trying to kiss me in school was Max and Sam.
Did you let him? Did
No.
you let him kiss you?
No, but a few times Sam snuck up and got to kiss.
No, you did kiss the other boy. Is that it?
Put your hand down so
No,
I can
it
hear
was-
you.
They were trying to kiss me.
They were trying to kiss you. They didn't succeed? They weren't able to. Did you kiss any little boys there? No, you don't kiss boys.
But I chased them.
You chase the boys?
I chased a few.
Oh, but that's it. What do you do when you catch them?
Kiss him.
No,
What do you do when you catch them?
nothing.
Oh, so why bother chasing them? Just for the chase, just to see if you can catch them.
Okay, now we're going to hear from Grandpa,
Well,
his
I have to be
story.
interviewed.
Okay, well, we're going to talk to Dad now, and why don't we do the same thing? Why don't we start with your father? When did he come to this country?
He was born in 1892, and I think he was less than a year old when he got here.
Okay, and his parents came from where?
It's an interesting story about his parents. They came from a town which is now in Poland, but was near the German border, called Mariupol. And what had happened was that two brothers married two sisters. Did you know that story? And one of the brothers was his brother. Well, anyway, my grandfather was Harry, and his brother was Louis. And Louis took his bride from the family and came to the United States. In those days, people from that part of the world were going to New York, but Louis, and I think their name was Goldin Knopf and not Golden, but Louis, instead of going to New York, came to Shenandoah, Pennsylvania. Preceding him had been somebody else, I don't know exactly who it was, who came to Shenandoah, Pennsylvania, and was a dance master, a dancing instructor of some kind. I don't know where he fits in. But anyway, they knew to come to Shenandoah, Pennsylvania. The reason they came was because hard coal, anthracite coal, was very important to the economy of the United States. And so the place was booming, and they knew that if they came to Shenandoah, Pennsylvania, to Schuylkill County, they could make a living in some way. And Louis Goldin opened up a clothing store in Shenandoah. And in those days, the mining, many people were involved working in the mines in that area, and were making a lot of money. And so Louis Goldin very soon, very quickly became financially successful, and was followed then by his brother, Harry, who was your grandfather, and Harry's wife, the sister, Bela, her name was.
These are my great-grandparents.
These are your great-grandparents, I'm sorry. And they came to Shenandoah and tried to follow in the footsteps of Louis, and they opened up, well, I would assume, without knowing, that they probably started with a pack on their back.
Do you know anything about Harry and Louis's parents?
Nothing.
Okay.
So they came and opened up what later became a general store. And I remember as a kid, it was a store with sold a lot of miners' equipment, miners' helmets, and work boots, and that kind of thing. and raised 3 children. My father was the oldest child, and then there was a sister named Fanny, of course is deceased. She settled finally in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and a younger brother, Max, who died early under tragic circumstances. And you want to know about my father and how he came along?
Let's do that.
All right. Well, he was a musician. He was a good violin player. He had violin lessons very early. Went through the school systems in Shenandoah. I was in the graduating class of Shenandoah High School, and we still have his yearbook. We have some mementos of it. And then decided that he wanted to do something that out of the store, didn't want to work in the store. And so he went to some kind of a secretarial school, and he learned to do typing and shorthand. And he got a job with one of the industrialists in the town, whose name was Spunt. Mr. Spunt had an overall factory. And my father, at the age of 18 or so, was the clerk. He was the bookkeeper and the clerk and whatever, and could type. It was really good. Spunt's factory had a fire, and into town came some man who had a gold-headed cane, and was very impressive, and he was an insurance adjuster. So my father was impressed with him, said that he wanted to become an insurance adjuster too. And I said, well, why don't you go to law school? If you go to law school, that's a good background.